Sports with your host, Ryan Woods.
Strap yourself in because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Welcome to today's Brockville Braves U18 player interview brought to you by Trending in Sports. I'm Ryan Woods, and joining me today is Braves defenseman KadinGazal. How's it going, Kadin?
Pretty great. How are you, Ryan?
I'm doing good, thanks. So, for my first question today, you're one of the 10 players on this year's team who appeared in games for the U18 Braves last year. And last year's team was a really strong team with lots of great players. Was there anything that you learned in your rookie season playing on such a strong team that helped you become a better player?
I felt, yes, there was a couple. I felt like just being to learn and watch such great players. Like last year, they were so much stronger than me at the time. I was really able to learn and watch them to see what they did well and how they play the game and how I can improve myself to be like them.
Now in your second year with the team, have you expanded your role on the team to be able to take more of a leadership role?
I felt I have. I felt I've been able to help out a couple of the rookies with questions whenever they think situation-wise too. I felt I've done a good job like that.
And your coaching staff as well with Gene Falsetto and Drew Dubas, how instrumental have they been in developing the players on your team?
They've been great. They're probably one of the most caring coaching staffs I've ever had. They're always willing to have an extra phone call with you, talk about a shift or the game in general, the weekend. They're always going to be there to help you improve. They want the best. So I found that spectacular. That's
great. And also on the bench, you have your father, Marcel Gazal, who's been the trainer for the U18 Braves the past couple seasons. Yeah. Is there any advantages or disadvantages to having your father on the bench during the games?
He's a trainer, so normally he's like at one end of the bench, I'm at the other, so I don't see him much. And he's dealing. But if I ever get an injury, he's always there in my ear to say, "Get back out there pretty quick." But yeah, I don't get to talk to him much. He's on the other end, but when I do, it's always a nice little laugh.
Right on. With all the interruptions to the schedule this season and not knowing when your next games are going to be, do you have any other hockeys outside of hobby that have kept you busy while you've been away from the rink?
Not too many. I like to stick handle, work on my hockey skills when I'm not at the rink. I like to work out. I've started to do that a lot more this year, being inside at home a lot more. I decided to expand my home gym. I'm sure much others have as well.
Do you like to focus more on the cardio or the strength training?
I focus so far right now during the hockey season. I focus more on strength because it is pretty cold outside lately. But in the summer, I like to go on take the bike out for a while.
With the rule changes this year prohibiting explicit body checking and you playing defense, has that forced you to change your game a lot?
I feel like that has, because I used to be one of the big hitters or use my body to my advantage a lot. And without that, I feel like it wasn't so much bad, but very good for me to develop my feet more and more other aspects of my game.
Now we're going to go on to the Game Day 5 segment where I'll ask you 5 questions related to your game day routine. The first question is, do you like to take a big pregame nap before your hockey games on game day?
I don't do that too often, no. I always like to wake up a little later, and then I'll be energized for the day.
When it comes to your pregame meal, what's your go-to?
I really like pasta or chicken right before.
Pasta and chicken seems to be the pretty go-to answer for most of the guys on your team, so that's always the good old reliable. And next up,
yeah.
Do you have any superstitions or routines that you have to do on game day?
No, I'm not much of a superstitious guy. I just like to show up and be ready to play.
What pregame music do you like to listen to? Are you one of the DJs in the locker room, or what type of music gets you pumped up before you hit the ice?
This year I wasn't in the locker room when we always split up, so I wasn't always in the locker room with our speaker. And normally the DJ is Alex Mellon, but I like to, when I have my earbuds in or headphones, I like to listen to Drake a lot.
You mentioned Alex Mellon and the speaker that his father Dan constructed, and the fun fact about that is it's made out of like a cooler. Can you talk about the speaker? It's probably one of the most unique speakers I've ever seen.
Yeah, so last year when one game I showed up and I heard the loudest music I've heard a while anywhere from any dressing room, and I walked in and it was a cooler, or just like you'd see at a barbecue, with it all cut out and like lights inside and speakers, and it was just, I'd never seen anything like it, and it's really amazing how he made it that, the speaker.
And finally, for the Game Day 5, if you score a big goal or get a big win, what's your go-to celebration?
I just like the flex, and like Draymond Green, just putting up the arm and going like that, and then just celebrate with my teammates and go down the bench in a line.
Awesome. I've got a couple more fun questions for you. Who is your favorite NHL team?
My favorite NHL team is the Ottawa Sens. I've always watched them since I was little. I've been to games since I was like 4, and they're always so close by, so I love going to see them.
Who has been your favorite Ottawa Senator of all time?
Of all time, it's probably Erik Karlsson. I remember loved watching him when he gets a puck on the point or skating up in the play, rushing it up and just scoring. It was always amazing to watch and see him, how he could control the game.
It's fun to watch him play, to see how he sort of revolutionized the game with his offense. Did you try to model your game after him at all, or did you try and get some influence from some more stay-at-home defensemen such as Chris Phillips or Mark Mathot?
Yeah, I've never been one of the fastest guys on the team, and I knew as a defenseman I can't always just be going joining the rush. I got to have some defense, stay home. So I always like to watch Chris Phillips and Mark Mathot too. I took a lot more from their game than I think Erik Karlsson.
Having been a Sens fan, is it pretty cool for you to be able to play against like the sons of some former Senators? Like I know this year Ryan Donovan is the son of Sean Donovan, and he's been in net for the Kempel 73s, and last year you got to play against Ben Phillips as well. So has it been like cool for you to play against the children of like the players you grew up watching?
Yeah, I think it's a really great moment where I can just like realize and think, wow, I'm playing against this guy who I used to watch as this kid right now. I used to watch him every night in a full arena, and now I'm playing against this kid. So it's just really great and to think about it.
And finally, if you had to pick one memorable highlight, whether it be a big goal that you scored or a win for your team, what's one of your favorite hockey memories?
I think last year getting my first goal in U18 was a really big moment for me. It was the first time playing in top-level hockey, and just getting a goal was really, really big for me. I still have the puck.
Do you remember what team it was against and what players assisted on it, or how the goal went down?
Yeah, it was on against Nepean Raiders in Kempville Arena, actually. And I just pinched and got the puck at the red line, picking off a pass, and then just carried it in on a rush and shot it at the dot and went right above the blocker, just like something Erik Karlsson would do, like we were talking about. That's
a nice way to get your first goal, and hopefully there'll be some more to come. I won't say many because you're being a defenseman, but hopefully you can contribute some of those clutch game-winning goals when the time comes.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time to come on the show today, and best of luck with the rest of your hockey games moving forward.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
And